I didn't flinch when the suitcase hit the pavement. The thud was hollow, like a cheap coffin dropping. Her voice cut through the morning quiet. "We don't need your charity anymore." The neighbors peeked through blinds. Her sister leaned over the porch railing, waving the lottery ticket like it was the word of God. They were lit up with manic glee, champagne on their breath, dripping new money arrogance. I didn't argue. I just bent down, picked up my leather briefcase, and brushed off the gravel. The calm was deliberate. People always mistake stillness for weakness. I let them. That morning the sky looked like polished stainless steel, cold, sharp, reflective. They thought they'd cut me loose. They had no clue who was actually holding the knife. We met 7 years earlier. I was still young enough to believe loyalty wasn't fiction. She was pretty in a worn-down way, bruised by life, charming when she wanted to be. I found her crying on the steps of the community college library. She said she'd been cheated on, abandoned, broke. I was the kind of guy who offered rescue without checking the price tag. I paid her tuition. I bought the house we lived in. I put the car in her name because she hated borrowing mine. I thought providing stability was the same as love. Her sister moved in, temporarily, after she lost another job. Loud laugh, grabby hands, always touching things that weren't hers. I should have seen the hunger in her eyes. Two scavengers cut from the same cloth. Over time their laughter changed when I walked into a room. Their smiles grew sharp edges. I missed it at first. Love blinds better than any blindfold. The betrayal arrived quiet, the way good poison does. I got home late from the clinic, another double shift, and the front door was locked against me. My key wouldn't turn. I knocked. Nothing. Through the window I saw champagne flutes, pizza boxes, confetti all over the floor I'd paid to refinish. I called my wife. She picked up. "You're early," she said, voice flat and careless, like I was some salesman interrupting a party. I asked what was going on. Her sister snatched the phone and screamed, "We just won, baby. 85 million. Then she cackled, that shrill, victorious hyena laugh as they celebrated inside the house I'd bought, with money I'd earned. I slept in my car that night. Pain is a hell of a motivator, but I didn't cry. I calculated. The next morning I let myself in through the back door and sat at the kitchen table. They came downstairs in matching silk robes like they were already royalty. "We're moving," my wife announced. "Florida," her sister added, smirking. I asked for a calm conversation. They called me a parasite. A parasite, after 7 years of paying every bill, keeping the lights on, feeding them when they had nothing. My wife threw my watch at my head. Her sister filmed it, giggling. That was the moment the last thread snapped. Not rage. Not heartbreak. Clarity. I spent the next 4 months preparing. No yelling. No scenes. Silence is the classiest weapon there is. See, I was the one who bought the ticket. They were too lazy to stand in line at the gas station, so they begged me to grab a couple scratch-offs while I was out. I paid. I smiled when they told me I could keep the boring one. I handed them the flashy pink ticket with the gold star. I never mentioned I'd used my loyalty card. That the lottery system linked the purchase to my registered account. That both the digital and paper receipts had my name on them. While they dreamed of their new empire every night, I quietly built the legal machine that would burn it down. Screenshots. Security footage from the store. Transaction records. A signed statement from the cashier. They bought designer purses. I hired lawyers. They put a deposit on a Miami penthouse. I bought patience. They bragged all over social media. I archived every post. The morning they screamed at me and hurled my belongings out the window was the same morning the State Lottery Commission finished verifying ownership. The official letter arrived in my mailbox, addressed to me. I didn't open it right away. I let them have their little victory lap. Then I looked at them, still in pajamas, hair greasy, drunk on delusion, and asked, "Did you even read the name on the ticket?" My wife blinked. Her sister's laugh died in her throat. "What?" she whispered. I held up the letter. Official seal. My name. My claim. They looked like kids caught with their hands in the cookie jar, except the jar was worth $85 million. "You wouldn't," my wife breathed. "I already